place to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Chicago Bears. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey to the 22-yard line. From the 22 now, here's the second down and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 13-yard line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Get it! Bronco 80! Alert! Alert!
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, what a move. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ready.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3.
Smash Bronco.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Hurry, 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 hurry.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
19 tight, 19 tight, go!
Richardson on 3rd and short. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Let's go, guys! We're Lions!
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Richardson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Forced out to his left. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 3rd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. He's on his way. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14. Bears nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still toward the sideline, intercepted. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Second down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 173 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They need 2. Here's third down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you've got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in on him at this point. And they did a nice job stopping him behind the line of scrimmage.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Touchdown! George Kittle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead. Now Moody for the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Next to score, Niners 21, Bears nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And his kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
18, Pioneer. 19, Lion. Go.
Richardson looking to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Check up.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now it's Richardson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Richardson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Here's Richardson to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the 2nd half. That's a defeated offense right there. And there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. My goodness, 225 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. McCaffrey. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have opened the lead up to 30. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check smash. Bronco switch.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 18 Pioneer.
This is McCaffrey on the give. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 32 yards. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And oh, it's wide right. No good.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And this is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Buffalo 18.
Richardson looking to throw this. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Richardson to throw off play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Purdy off the play fake. That is caught. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They, of course, will decline the penalty and just take the yardage on the completion.
And this defense, they've got to be beyond frustrated at this point, because even when they're grabbing and holding out there, they're still completing passes. If you grab someone, they shouldn't be able to catch it.
McCaffrey following the penalty, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
15 for the Niners there and a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 18-yard line.
Come on.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter and a big deficit. And my goodness, another interception. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Here's a 2nd and 8. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Ready, set.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Now, one final